Okay, first of all, Rachel, fuck you.
She waited just to make sure you saw that.
This is gonna get demonetized anyway because it's us. I mean, the last two, one of them got a yellow monetary thing, and then the BBC. So you know what, Rachel? It's a new year. You don't start it by bullying me. On the
I
other
mean,
hand,
apparently she
who
doesn't.
doesn't? Second of
Oh, we
all,
love you too, Rachel.
I just received, like literally just now received a gift. And technically, it wasn't given to me. Does anyone notice what Horror is wearing? Show the kids.
There's a puppy in the way.
There's a puppy in the way for show the kids. Now, guys, there's a reason she's wearing that towel. Those towels, I'm so, like, literally, that made me so happy, dude.
So my mother got this for me for Christmas because of the one Star Stan wears.
So we match!
I just thought of something else.
What?
Yours is gray and white and mine's black. I don't think she thought of that part, but I did.
Bad. Wait. Is yours big? I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Anyways, thank you, Mama Butter, for this inadvertent gift. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Happy New Year. If
Hey,
you
Rachel.
want to participate in the chat on my channel, no problem. Just do us a favor. Open another tab with Horrors link. Mute that side so we can get my darling the watch hours that she needs. We want them.
Almost there too.
Watching
did.
a drunk pregnant woman being arrested for driving. Oh, you were Black Cats was watching arrest videos like me.
Oh.
I love watching.
Yeah.
I feel like I've lost more weight in the face. Do I look it? You're very observant. What do you think?
I think you have. You're looking a little more.
Tiny bit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Guys, look who's in here tonight. Yeah, it's a Penny.
Oh, who's a whiner?
My little whiny baby. She's in here because we had a great upset in the house. It was greatly upsetting. You
Uh-oh.
see, Uncle Philip and Auntie Jilly got new couches. And as a result, Mommy and Daddy got new couches. Because we got Uncle and Auntie's old couches. So let me tell you guys something. So very, I guess we would call it serendipity. Here's what went down. So we have not quite yet bought the house, but Horror knows that I got the approval on the house. And then shit went downhill real fast.
Oh no.
So I suddenly get a call from my loan officer. The appraiser, which by the way, guys, I waited like one of the days I didn't stream was because I was sitting around waiting for the fucking appraiser. Okay,
That's such a scam. But yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I said to this man, I said, sir, anything you miss, you let me know. I'm guessing that's part of Christmas too.
My cousin got that for me.
I said, you let me know. I am right here in the house. My dogs are in the crate. You just walk in, you knock on the door. He said, okay. I found out 3 days after the appraisal came in. He claims he couldn't find the septic. Okay. And as a result, he could not measure the septic from the well. As a result, I could not get an approval. So guess who had to dole out extra fucking money to get a last minute plumber? By the way, this plumber, I don't shiver get if he is the nastiest man alive. He's got my money for life because he not only came out within the hour,
Ooh.
he knocked off $40
Damn.
because of my situation. And then sent out a second time, I'll tell you why, for free. Because we get that in. The appraiser answers my calls after I spent the $125, of course. and says, listen, now that you know where it is, that's great. If you have any other issues, do not hesitate to call me. Awesome. We get a call back from the lender again. You didn't measure the well from the property line. We need that too. Like, you didn't tell me I needed that. And so then the entire Christmas weekend, everyone's gone.
Of course.
I can't get. Now, I will say this. The plumber, said he was going to send somebody out. I waited the whole day. I lost work hours over this, okay? You guys understand that because of all this, I didn't go to work for 2 solid mornings. So I lost total of like 6 or 7 hours worth of pay.
Hey,
right?
darling.
Hello. I did the skinnier jawline. Oh, thanks, what? Can't tell. So Tuesday after Christmas, I'm like, all right, I can't do this again. Mind you, it was pouring rain most of Christmas weekend. All right. I call the plumber again and I'm like, listen, your guy never came out and I need this or I'm going to lose, because they extended my rate twice now. If you guys don't know what that means you get a rate locked in order to get into the loan. And then within a week or two, they proceed with the closing. If you don't, and they have to continually extend the rate to lock that in, even if it's a shitty rate, you get charged for that in the ballpark of $300 to $400. You all know Starson don't have that kind of money to play around with. I know. Who's talking to me? What? Who was it? Penny, I am an easy target. You don't need to get on the fucking table. Anyways, so what? What do you want?
I don't know. She wants something up there.
She wants something, but she won't tell me. Well, the problem is she doesn't want to be up in here. The problem is when we moved everything, bitch, you are not going into that window.
Thank you, Israel. Or thank you for stopping by, Israel. Yeah, Israel. I appreciate. Oh God, I can't talk. You know what I mean. I appreciate it.
No, just sit on my back, woman. Yes, right like this. There you go. See?
Nope.
None of you realize this. Penny's a massive pain in the ass. Cute.
Hey, Joker.
You're adorable. No, you can't get in there. That is a non-Penny location.
That's what you think.
She's trying to get into where all my art books are. And all you'll end up doing is ripping shit out in the process, girl.
Well, you did remove her hiding place in one of those couches.
I didn't. There's a whole new one. She just won't go to it. And not only
that's the one she wants.
Huh?
That's not the one she wants.
I don't know if I'm going to tell you on stream how bad that was. I might tell you off stream. But anyways, it was that bad. Anyway, so I then get the plumber to come back out for free. He measures all that for me. Has to rewrite the original receipt because the first guy didn't put enough of a signature on it. And also, one of the cats destroyed it. Okay. So now we get that out of the way. They still don't consider where Matthew worked, that he worked there. And now they're trying to claim my credit card. It was a whole thing. We finally get that underway. Now we're in the clearing. But I thought what was funny.
Hi, Moon.
This is the serendipity part. Hi, Moon. I sent out a list with my husband. I said, okay, after we buy the house, this is what we need in the new year. We need a microwave because ours broke. We need a new faucet because ours leaks. We need a new vacuum because our Kirby sucks ass and not in the good way. And what else was there I needed? There was something else. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, we needed new work boots for him. Okay? We got every single one of those things for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Every one of them. My mother-in-law got me an absolutely, Diane that usually shows up in here. She got me phenomenal. Let me tell you guys something. You saw it on Twitter, what I posted about the vacuum.
Right.
Guys, Kirby's a fucking scam. Unless you live in a bougie house where you have a cleaner coming once a week and you only need to spot clean, it's not fucking worth the money. The set I had, I did not pay. My best friend paid. Well, technically she didn't even pay. She ding dong ditched the bill.
Ooh.
She took it from a door-to-door salesman and lied when the bill collector called her, and then just kept the set. And then decided she didn't want it anymore and was going to throw it out. $2,500 set. It came with an upholstery cleaner, a floor washing assembly. It came with 2 different kinds of vacuum assembly. It's a really nice set. If you look up my thing, it's a Centennial model.
Mm-hmm.
There's models of it all. There's videos about it and collector's editions and great.
Who wants a collector's edition goddamn vacuum?
I mean, if it works, I want it. It sucks, and not in the right way. And I will tell you, I spent more time smelling burnt garlic because that's what the belts for that vacuum smell like. I spent more time smelling that. But when I turned on the vacuum, this Bissell, $100 Bissell, can you see my lip twitching? I didn't even realize I twitch. I'm so mad about this. You guys, I need you to listen. It vacuumed up 5 years of dust in one pass. How do I know? Because it filled the entire fucking canister in a 5-foot area.
Ooh.
I have vacuumed that floor more times than I can count. And I couldn't figure out, why is my house so dusty? Why? I clean. I do the things I'm supposed to do. Clearly, the vacuum wasn't. And so I will tell you, Bissell got my business for life. Okay, like, they're getting it. Then my husband's work boots, fantastic. That's another $100 I don't gotta spend. We got a new fucking faucet for the kitchen. Fantastic. And then my father and my brother and my sister-in-law were like, she needs a microwave. And they got me a microwave. The only thing now I need to buy is my rice cooker and a new desk chair.
Nice.
My money has all opens up. And
Got a rice cooker recommendation for you then.
God, if it's a Zoji Rushi, yeah.
Yes, I have one of those. I love that thing.
Which one do you have? Okay, because I want the biggest one, like the $350 one. I want that.
I have a big one. I don't remember how much it cost me. I actually got it on sale like 3, 4, maybe even 5 years ago now.
They're like 15-year. Like when you get a Zoji Rushi, guys, you've got an investment. Like it lasts
Forever.
for years, which is why they're often selling out, even at the $350 price point. Send me the model.
I'll have to look at it.
I have it I have like 5 billion saved lists on Amazon, guys. Okay.
Don't step on the keyboard.
That has been a problem. I can't leave my keyboard unhooked because all the animals have been stampeding through the house. But yeah, then on top of that, my brother and my sister-in-law, because as you guys know, we are expecting little Izzy in a couple of months. So as a result, my brother and sister-in-law were like, well, when she's going to be breastfeeding or the baby, anything, they wanted to get new couches that were updated and bigger and more comfortable because the baby's going to be on it. So they got these 2 reclining couches.
God, I hope they bought something that cleans.
Oh, well, see, you don't understand my sister-in-law. So, and you don't understand my brother. My brother, I may be what's the word I'm looking for? I have clutter. I'm a cluttery person, but I keep my place clean. My brother will take 3 hot showers a day because he's obsessed with not feeling dirty. He will bleach everything. My sister-in-law, when we were eating dinner on New Year's Eve at their house, sensed dust upon the floor. She got up while we're all eating and she's like, I gotta clean it out. It's disgusting. It's filthy. And I was like, so me, not concerned. But what's great is because the couches I had were failing due to Sinbad, Aria, and Penny, because Sinbad and Aria hollowed out the big couch and were crawling inside of it. And as a result, Orion was jumping on the couch as hard as he could because he, in his little like, oh my God, I gotta hunt. He was like, that's what he was doing in my couch. He knows the doggy thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about. and they were getting all kinds of excited. And so, literally, that was the last thing was the couches. We're gonna save up now for the big couch, the one I really want. That should last a long time.
You hope, yeah.
And I'm not letting 2 ingrates stay in my house for 6 months rent free and live on it 24/7 anymore. Not happening again. When I tell you guys, you have no idea what 2017 did to me. 2017 to 2018 ruined so many things for me. I should still have the original couch set that I had. But when you have 2 people who both weigh over 300 pounds laying on it all day long, barely cleaning themselves, eating on it, letting their kids roughhouse on it. Anyways. And then never replacing it. I'm still recovering from that. And so I gotta say, yes, there's still some things I would like to fix up right now. Obviously, again, the chair is a big one. I'm planning on going to Ashley Furniture, and I'm contemplating not getting a desk chair. I'm contemplating getting like a sturdier, just regular chair that I would have to lift and turn, because it comes down to the fact those are designed to hold weight better. And on top of that, they're usually lower to the ground. And that's my biggest problem, is not finding a sturdy chair. It's finding a sturdy chair that's short enough, because technically the 2 chairs that I had should have lasted a lot longer. But because I'm a solid 3 or 4 inches shorter than I need to be, all my chairs suffer the same fate. They lean because I can't reach the floor. Even at the lowest setting, I have to kind of scoot. That's why I wear the high heels, so that my knees sit at the proper height.
Well,
it's sad. But
I should just send you one of those things.
What?
Ottoman.
I would like an ottoman, but where would I
It's
put
just
it? See, that's the problem. Like, I don't buy certain things because of a certain dog. That's so cute. Short son. You know what, Shadow Warden?
Oh, I'm just saying, instead of, having to...
Look.
Yeah, I saw. But instead of having to get the...
Well, you and I looked at them. The problem is that I can't have it too high, because then it puts my knees, the arthritic as they are, in a bad position. You and I found some short ones, but the fact is now this chair is busted anyway at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it crackles. So now no matter what, I got to get a different chair.
Yeah.
I found the one I want. I just worry about the same thing happening again.
Oh, I'm just saying, if you got one of the little footstools, same thing probably wouldn't happen.
You're right.
And honestly, with the footrest, with the footstool, even if it's a little too high, you can always raise the chair up a little more to compensate for that.
That's true. Getting down's going to be a bitch.
Well, you have the footstool you can step to off.
Let me tell you something, guys. My husband borrows my boss's truck, and I really don't feel the height when I get out of my little Hyundai. But boy,
Getting up
I
into
feel
those
it.
tracks.
Because I go to get down, I'm like, oh, that's so far. Oh, that's so far. And I'm like sliding down slowly. If you're short, you know what I'm talking about. You have one little tippy toe and you're gripping the oh shit handle and you're slowly sliding till you feel your tippy toe touch dirt. And then you're like, okay, now I can go down the rest of the way. Otherwise, you fear the crash to the earth. It is real.
Hey, Mad Dog.
Chair is going to snap, crackle, and pop. I wish I could sit there and go like, oh, that's so, that you're just saying it because I'm fat. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's happened twice. Now, granted.
She rolled a halfling in real life. That's a good one, Mad Dog.
But is he wrong?
No, that's the problem.
Opa Lopa! Linda, you too!
Oh, Linda.
Ow.
Linda, that one's mean.
The authors always attack me. It's always Rachel and Linda. They vicious, but I love them. Hi. Hello. And the author adjacent. This one. I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. I'm the Pillsbury Dough girl. But so yeah. Ooh, did Penny actually leave? She did. I'm so proud of her. It's okay. I'm as tall as you. See, I'm glad I can make y'all. Oh yeah, a lot of folks don't really. I don't know how many of you know the girls and guys that do. Don't say anything. How tall do you guys think I am? If I didn't say I was short,
Oh,
what would
poor
you?
dear.
How tall? I know you're tall, woman. She's an Amazon. That one. I think she's taller than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There aren't many women.
You
To my,
also
I
know
mean,
I
I'm
knew
average
you-
height
yes,
though.
you
So,
are.
hey, Stardust.
How do I ban? this fucking thing. And ooh, look at how tall my personality is. Ooh,
Ooh.
I like that. Isn't that your height?
No.
Oh. Wow, black cats. Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Stardust is a tall girl. No, it's better than the rest of the disaster. You off, Darylyn?
I'm 5'2", guys.
She's 2 inches shorter than my mother.
I don't feel that short. And I think we've had this conversation before. There's this video that my husband showed me once. He was giddy when he showed me. And it
Showed me that.
you know what I'm talking about? And it showed just somebody looking through shelves in a store. And it said, POV, you're 5'2" when you're shopping. And I looked at him, I'm like,
Okay.
no. I was like, okay, my husband lost it. Apparently, the rest of you gargantuans can see above the shelves. I cannot. And
I just think of that conversation we had when you were talking about how you walked through the store on the shopping cart, and I'm like, I can't do that. The chart would be at my fucking waist. What are you talking about?
the carts that I usually lean on carts so I can run around faster in a store. The only carts I can't do it in are Costco. Raise your hand if you shopped at Costco. This is going to give you an idea exactly how short I am. I want you to go ahead, guys. Tell me if you shopped at Costco. Hi, Toasty. Happy New Year.
Oh, you're waving at people. Okay.
Was waving at people. I want you guys to go ahead. If you shopped at Costco and you've used their carriages, I want you to think about this. The carriages come here to me, on me. This is where they are. So when I shop, I'm like this. And I grip for dear life because I can't lean. So I'm always very proud of myself when I shop at Costco. I'm always extremely proud of myself to make it through the store. I'm in pain usually by the end because I'm sitting completely straight up. But yeah, see, Linda understands. Most shopping carts are either right at your rib cage or boob level. Now, the ones I go to, thankfully, are rib cage level. So what I do is, this is where you're gonna laugh. In order for me to do this, you know the second set of boobs, all the ones that fat girls like me tend to have,
the love handles that have started wrapping back around.
the front handle. I have to grab onto the sides, and then I get up on my tiptoes, and I hook the fat flap, and then I walk bent over. But I'll tell you what, I'm a Speedy Gonzalez then. I'm usually like all through. Because back when I worked at Walmart, I was very fast. I was whipping everywhere. And that was without the carriage's help. And so I still have that, and I'm gaining it back. What's kind of funny is when it's an issue. My knees have been locking up more because here we've been jumping up and down in weather. So when it stays cold consistently, I'm great. When the ambient weather is cold, the problem is it hasn't. Some days it goes up to 58. Some days it's at 65. Some days it's at 45. So my arthritis is like, oh, it got warm. Let's just blow up to 10 times our size. And that's been killing me. But they're even getting shocked at work now
Mm.
And the other day, I don't know if I told you,
Mm-mm.
I fit in an old 2X.
Congrats.
I don't know if it's because but I will say the fabric was stiffer.
Mm.
I even had Starman double check. I was like, double check and make sure I'm not crazy. Because I found a pair of blue leggings and I was like, why aren't I wearing these? Like, these are nice. And what I'm betting is either when I used to put them on a couple of years ago, they were either entirely too tight or I couldn't fully get them upright. More than likely, it was the too tight. But
Yeah.
the pants that I bought back around the time that I got really sick in June, that set of pants, all of them are getting loose on me now. Like they're constantly falling, and I'm going like I'm hiking those motherfuckers up.
Time to
I'm
buy some
like,
suspenders.
oh my god, on leggings though.
You know, it's better than buying new leggings.
I'll have to buy new ones soon anyway.
Mm.
If I keep losing the weight.
Yeah.
So, all right, I have pontificated about my holidays. How did yours go?
Mine were great. I mean, it's all pretty laid back and quiet here. Damn it, I forgot to take it. Someone take a picture. If you're listening down there, someone take a picture of my Christmas tree. Because I did a Christmas tree thing that kept my dog from eating the Christmas tree and the cats from climbing the Christmas tree.
I didn't have
but yeah, no. I didn't have I didn't want to deal with it because Sydney is a destructive little terror.
Not
You sit him down for too long, huh?
Not my Sydney.
Oh God, he's evil. He'll eat anything. He's adorable, but he'll eat. Oh my God, this dog has some habits, some affectionate habits that I haven't had to deal with from another dog yet.
What?
Nibbling.
Really?
Yeah, he nibbles. He nibbles on me.
No, I'm surprised.
Or
you
mouths me.
You're such an affectionate owner. I'm surprised you haven't had that.
Yeah,
Orion does it once in a while.
He does it. He'll do it in the morning. I woke up the other day because he was trying to nibble my hand through the blanket. It was very weird. So,
with Audrey too. I think you.
Tempting. Here we go.
No, let me tell you. No, I made sure to make a nice Christmas video of all my wonderful holiday things. Partly because I wanted to make sure anyone who decided that my time was theirs to dictate would see that I was planning. I was gonna spend it how I wanted, including I'm very excited. I can't tell you guys where, just because you know. But Matt's taking me somewhere really, really nice on Thursday night.
Ooh.
We already bought the tickets for it, so you'll find out after I come back.
That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. You both make me think of two sides of New York. Speaking of New York,
It's a good segue.
that is a great. Someone gave it to me. Thank you, Lord of Elderon. Speaking of New York, after the house is bought, I am fully planning and putting money down for Horrors and my trip to New York in the fall. We have to plan on a day. Waiting till January helps also because I need to make sure that we have enough time that the tickets will go through. I don't know how many days we're doing yet. I don't know how it's going to go down. We're contemplating doing, what were we thinking, 4 days or 2?
For maybe 2 seems short.
So you want to do 4?
2 to 3 is usually the best bet because you don't want to make it too short, but you don't want to go too long.
Right. Well, because what I'm thinking is, we're obviously going to all meet at the museum, which, by the way, is not expensive to get into.
No, it was very surprising.
More expensive. It's only like $28.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely something anyone can save up for.
That?
Yeah. And what?
I was talking to myself. It's okay.
And so the reason why I'm making sure, so you guys know now, you all have essentially a year in advance to know that we are definitively planning it now. It is getting cemented. I'll be buying the plane tickets as early as possible.
I wouldn't do it quite as early as possible because sometimes it goes down.
Less than $200?
Well, for you, maybe not for you. I'm the one that will be
Right.
expensive.
Well, I'm gonna try to get the cheapest plane tickets as possible because I usually can't afford them anyway.
Yeah.
All I know is whoever has the name Azrael, you are absolutely throwing me off.
Yeah.
I have a character named Azrael,
Oh.
and it's okay. Do I have the drawing pad where I have the drawing pad? Azrael is kind of really near and dear to my heart because a lot of my original characters didn't happen because I came up with them. They came up to me in dreams. Ah, is that on a wall?
It is on a wall.
I love it.
It came out a little smaller than I intended. Hold on. Here we go. Because if I'd had just one more line of garland, I'd have made it just a little bigger.
I have done that, and it is so liberating because you know they can't get to it.
Yep. And then my mother was kind enough. You see the little ornaments and everything on it. She bought those so that we could hang on it. So the only thing we were missing is we could use a star, but it turned out really nice.
It looks really nice. I did something similar back in the apartments when we had all the people in my house and I could not set up a tree. So I did it in the corner of the house, and I set it up so the kids could each hang a little ornament. And I really liked it. So
yeah, we don't have the floor space for a Christmas tree, and we don't want to deal with the freaking dog. So, and then the garland, it's pre-lit garland, so you don't even have to fuck with the lights.
Oh wow, you went much smarter than me. I went and got Dollar Tree garland.
Yeah, no, I got it from Michael's, and I think when I bought it was on sale, 25% off. So I'll have to get another line or two of it so I can make it a little bigger. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. And then of course you see the little spray bottle we threaten the dogs with.
Threatening is always excellent. All right, I got something to show you guys as well. Oh, let me screen share. Meet Azrael.
Oh. Very nice.
And so this is his updated design, but yeah, Azrael came to me in a dream back when I was 11 or 12. So like, if you guys haven't caught on, I have a very loyal nature, and once I decide on something, it is there forever. And so amongst my characters, Azrael's one of my favorite, and I've had him for a long time, and I loves him. And when I saw his name, I was like, it was really throwing me off. It was really throwing me. I'm like, Azrael, what the hell? You're not like super tall with white hair, dude, right? Like, then you're just like, yeah, I
know how tall he is.
Well, technically, he came to me in a dream, and then I, whatchamacallit, I put him onto paper. He used to look a lot more like Inuyasha when I drew him. I had to change that.
Yeah.
It was, I was 12. Okay.
It happens.
It happens. I just remember the long white hair, and then after that, I just stuck with that. I'm always kind of worried people of the Fellowship will give me crap because of Az, but I've had this name for almost 20 years. So now,
why?
Let me ask you a question. You're 6'1". Shit. But I see bald, so at least you don't have long white hair.
But not yet.
Huh?
I said at least not yet.
So now, wait a minute. What's wrong with the Fellowship and the name Azrael?
No, he's thinking as Heels versus Babyface. I think he's confused or not confused, concerned that they can confuse it or be upset that it has the name in it. I am not that tall. I am 5'7".
I don't know.
I am normal person height.
Hello, Louise.
Hello, Luis.
I know you. Lawrence Shomaru is not better. He's a fagula. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. So Shomaru is also a groomer.
Ooh.
He's a poofter, and he's the kind of poofter that goes after kids.
Oh, that's another thing I have to show you, yeah.
And they revealed that in the second whatchamacalls the second series, I was like, don't let it be Rin. Don't let it. Shit, it's Rin. And I was just like, when I get back out of this economy, I think Sons of Votan goes my existing. I don't know any of this.
Warhammer.
I will never accept the Rin pairing. You don't get a choice, darling. That is what canon is. Sadly.
She doesn't care if it's canon. I understand that feeling.
You and your head canons and pairings. And do you know this is anime Matt and I are watching right now, right? Called Couple of Cuckoos. And we found it because it was a romance anime. It is driving me up a wall. I don't know what Japan's obsession is with incest and almost incest. Just because they're not related, if they were raised as siblings, it's still fucking gross if they want to get married. Like, that's still nasty. And they're just playing it off like it's completely normal. Like, oh my God, yes, that was my older brother for years. Marry me. No, and no. It's a cultural thing. I don't shiv a git. I don't shiv a flying git. The cultural thing is not when it's the person next door. Okay. When it's the person in the next room that you called your brother and called your parents mom and dad.
Okay, I've got something better to talk about than.
I didn't know either. His name came in the dream. But of course, I'm Catholic. They might have said it in church. I thought the Middle East was the most inbred place, to be honest. Kami-sama Kiss. Kami-sama Kiss is a great one. Yes. Tomoe is great. Tomoe is also 20 times the man that Sesshomaru is. Sorry. Facts are facts. That is technically the next door. Heckin. Naughty. Hold on, I gotta unshare mine. That way I can share yours. What's this? Das was?
Was ist das?
And the puppies!
And the kitties.
What the hell is he doing?
Playing with Vincent.
It's so weird how black cats always play all the same.
There's another one. Hold on.
Hey, look, that's my face. Please do more British accent. Wait, did I do a British accent?
Oh, did you? Wait, what am I doing? Did this one come up when I did that? Probably did. Yeah, he's just playing with Vincent.
He's so cute.
It's taken time, but you remember we gave away Flynn and rehomed him. He went to a very good home. But everybody has calmed down so much, and it's like they just keep getting calmer and calmer.
It's because once the pheromones and hormones and all that stuff settles out, and then you've got less of that tension going on. It's so much better. Like, all I did was move one cat tree up on top of a table, and that cut the fights in half. Like, it's as simple as giving them that space.
Yeah.
It's like, so Flynn's got his own space now. He doesn't need to compete like he did.
He needed his own space. Even this New Year's with the fireworks and everything, Rudy usually gets really upset about him. He didn't get half as upset as he did in the past.
Really? Again, because he wasn't so, wound up from before.
Well, Flynn wound up really bad, and I think he was the worst of the two, and Rudy just fed off of it.
Right. Well, it's like with Greta. Greta never used to be freaked out about people at all. And then when Xena was around, Xena was freaked out by everybody. So Greta went from never barking at people to if somebody was too tall and they walked a little too fast, boo, boo, boo. And it was like, oh God, ridiculous. And so now Greta will sometimes do it before Orion does. With Greta, kind of cute. with the 110-pound Orion. I'm like, sir, shut up.
Stop.
I-
Nobody wants you barking. Shut up.
No one wants to see it. No one wants to hear it. You scurry. Whatchamacallit. And apparently there was a stopper on the bully ban in England, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, apparently they did a pause on it, but it didn't help because last night Jonas Black posted about it, and I posted a TikTok. I don't know if it got put back up. A pit bull got out of their yard, and it just escaped from their yard, and some people found it, and they proceeded to. His skull split. They snipped while he was alive and set all 4 paws on fire. The dog did not survive it.
No.
And so, like, I made a little video about it and I posted it. I'm like, if you guys ever wonder, like, because I have a lot of people. And I've had followers say, well, I never seen anyone online say it to Star Son. Of course you guys haven't, because the internet is always going to be more forgiving to someone that you follow. It's always, shockingly, it will be. It's the real life. I have a lot of people in real life, people that know me, people that are longtime friends that will look at me and say, if you just got rid of some of your animals, your life would be so much easier. And I'm like, no, it wouldn't. On a morality level, the fact that I would sacrifice their lives just so I'd have a little bit more money, that would weigh on me for the rest of my life. And I'd be like, was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? Especially if I found out later, like, let's say I rehomed the cats and then I found out they fed it to a snake, or they put it outside and it got eaten by a coyote, or anything like that. Or if Orion, if I rehomed him and I find out that person beat him, or they used him in dog fights, or worse, they let him loose and someone shot him. This all goes through my head. And so I'm like, if you guys wonder why I would rather rearrange my life to have all these animals here, I would rather lose 1,000 couches. I would rather have to replace everything. And people that love me and just want the best for me don't understand that. And they will say to me, you know, you think I don't understand. I've had to rehome the animals. Like, yeah, but you don't value them like I do. You may have loved your animals, but you don't see them like I see them. What? Who said what?
Unlucky.
Just set up on Monday. Happily, joyfully. Let me get to New York, guys. Everyone bring your torches and broomsticks. We're going to war.
There's a place that needs a cleaning.
Oh my god, yeah. To say the least. I watched the short, yeah. Did you watch Jonas's or mine, Shadow? Because I initially I get in my headspace, I just start sharing, and then I was like, I don't want this to go away. I want people to see that I said this, that way they can think about it with their own animals. And then I made a whole short on it.
Thank you for subbing, Lord of Elderon.
I'm also really glad that most of you are typing this from Horror's YouTube. You guys are amazing.
I genuinely appreciate that. I'm getting so close. I did a 12-hour stream last night.
I saw, Miss, I'm not going to stream on New Year's Eve.
Oh, no, I never said that. I never said I wouldn't stream on New Year's Eve. That was you.
You said the same.
No. I might have initially planned that, but then Mom was talking and I was talking. And that's like, I really could knock out a chunk of these hours if I just did it. And then she's like, if you did it, I'd show up.
Next thing you know.
So.
Next thing you know.
And I knew you were busy with family, so I didn't want to.
I was. And then on top of that, I was trying to clean up. I broke all the rules when it comes to New Year's Eve. Because yesterday, guys, I was bragging to her. Yeah, there's rules. There's rules.
Okay.
So you're not supposed to shower. You're not supposed to do laundry. You're not supposed to clean. You're not supposed to take out the trash. You're not supposed to do any of those things. I not only showered, I bathed the dogs. I clipped all their claws. I clipped the cat's claws. I did like 5 loads of laundry. I swept the floors. Today I cleaned the kitchen. Like, you're the first 2 days, the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, you're not supposed to do any of those things. Now, but the thing is, there are some cultures where they say you have to do those things on New Year's Eve in order to have the good luck. But I was like, normally I wait until the next day because you're supposed to wash off the bad year. Like, you're supposed to get rid of the former year. Did it all the night before, all that shit. And as a matter of fact, I might vacuum after this, and it's like gonna be after midnight. Because I'm quirky like that.
You'll
But
get your dad back eventually. God damn it.
She forced us to watch it New Year's Eve and told our family, all our families watched with me.
No, I did. The 12 hours.
Who could have these silly superstitions? Well, it's usually like, old people. And not only that, I woke up. I feel so bad. I said to Starman, I'm like, I think what the problem is, I always wait till right after midnight, right as the ball drops, to kiss you. I said, so I'm going to wake you up 5 minutes early. We're going to get the Martinellis poured. And then right at midnight, we're going to toast. Well, first of all, the channel I had a minute delay.
Oh, no.
So when I saw the ball dropping, I looked at my phone and I went, shit! So it already had... So midnight had already passed. So then Matt's trying to rush. Mind you, I made him walk butt-ass naked through the house. He's trying to get the Martinellis open. They no longer pop open, so we used a church key. He cut his thumb wide open.
Oh, no.
Bleeding through the house as he's bringing the drinks to me. I'm like, bro, you're bleeding. He went, no, it's not that bad. Plop. Okay, maybe it's that bad. And I'm holding the drinks, and he's running up. He's trying to get it all scrubbed up. He put a Band-Aid on. He came back. We clinked. We kissed. And then he had to mop up his blood.
Azrael, stop trying to poison people with Malort.
Wait, what?
Malort. He showed me this video that these guys did. They did a couple challenges to fundraise on a New Year's Eve.
Challenges mean just difficult. What is Malort?
It's a alcohol from Chicago.
Oh, need you say more? Chicago?
It really,
fast.
It really. I find the people usually, if I just say it's an alcohol from Chicago, people understand what I'm saying immediately.
Malort sounds like an Italian word, so I'm not shocked it came from Chicago, but I'm also not shocked that it tastes like shit. Like,
the positive description of it was grapefruit and shoe leather. The negative description was burnt rubber and ass.
Okay, so I like the smell of grapefruit. I like the smell of leather. I do not like the taste of either. I especially don't like the taste of burnt rubber because that's what all beer tastes like to me. And
it tastes like sand to me.
I'm not in the mindset. But I will honestly tell you, I think people are finally coming around to stop being drunks. Because lately there's been a lot of things going around, like, what alcoholic on Facebook? Because I'm still old. Apparently young kids don't use Facebook. But I do. And so here's what I will tell you. Honestly, Chicago style pizza, also trash. I don't do tomatoes. But anyways. So, what was I saying? I saw the pizza.
Agrees if it's so much Chicago.
Yeah. It said, what alcohol tastes horrendous, but everyone pretend it tastes good? And literally, you go through the comments and everyone's saying all of them. Yes, it all tastes like shit. Bourbon only tastes good without the alcohol in it. Whiskey only tastes good if you put it in a sauce or on a meat. It doesn't taste good on its own. My brother's mother-in-law got me a bourbon pecan pie, and I was so excited. They did not cook off enough of the alcohol in that bourbon pecan pie. Holy shit. I took a bite and I was like, whoa, that was a shot. And I can't do it. Cannot do it. Brandy, another one. Tastes great in cake in small amounts. Don't you soak that cake, because then all you're tasting is sweetened alcohol. And not even the good sweet. It's kind of like that fog machine sweet. I have opinions.
I have. I like alcohol sometimes. I don't drink a lot of it. Congratulations, Azrael. Yeah, you've worked hard on that. But I did 5 shots of this last night.
The hell is that? It's a Goldschlager?
No. There we go.
Jack Daniels, Tennessee Fire.
So basically Fireball, but Jack Daniels version. Tastes like
Neither is the
cinnamon
same
candy.
thing. But a typical New Englander opinion. You mean the correct one. Thank you. And I appreciate that.
Aquavit, no thank you.
What the hell is... I'm sorry.
It's a Norwegian alcohol.
It sounds like a Norwegian version of vodka. Is what it sounds like to me. And here's what I will tell all of you. Unless it's in a fruity bitch drink, all alcohol on its own tastes bad. You gotta smother it in syrups and fruit in order for it to taste okay. Even mudslides, if you do it wrong, all you get is that hit of alcohol in the back of your throat. Disgusting. Bailey's, again, if you don't use the right kind of coffee, disgusting. Okay? We're just getting here. Sangria, ass. Unless you do it right, most sangrias, disgusting. I don't make the rules. I am Pearl right now. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay?
The thing I'm getting from this conversation is Star Sand doesn't like the taste of alcohol.
Worst thing is I can hold it. Like, I can handle... Well, I lie. In my younger days, I could handle it better. Now I was old. Even though I got plenty of body to regulate it, I'm like... Ugh. Plus, IBS. Need I say more?
Yeah. I mean, there are good alcohols and there are bad alcohols. There are plenty I like and I don't like. I'm very picky about what I drink. And I don't drink often. So... and yes, that is what I had last night, Silver. I actually had sheep show the audience, but yeah, the avatar doesn't show up with the avatar, obviously.
More people are discovering. Yes, Annie, very true, very, very true. I was that kid that got really annoyed when everyone would be like, "Oh my god, I got so drunk this weekend." I'm like, "Okay, what do you remember the weekend?" "Nothing. It's awesome." I'm like, "Is it? You could have just fallen asleep the whole weekend and you would have had the same experience."
And you see, I've never had serious negative effects after drinking either, but again, I drink a lot of water when I drink alcohol. So
I get flack. Well, people who drink a lot of water tend to get flack. "Oh, you drink water? Oh my god." I get so much flack for liking water on its own. People complain all the time. I agree with Star. If it can taste alcohol, it's icky. Exactly, Robust. Thank you.
There are times where the alcohol is good, and there are times when the alcohol is bad.
Icky is accurate. Robust, you are a man of culture. All woman.
Never lost memory because of alcohol. I have one night where I lost my memory because of inebriation, but alcohol was not the only perpetrator in that situation.
For me, what also bothers me is how expensive. Like, again, a lot of the people I know, they cannot have fun without alcohol, first of all. Second of all, it's so expensive. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm going to spend $9.99 on something, it's going to be on mozzarella sticks. It's going to be on sushi. Do I really want to spend on something that my ass is going to blow out in the toilet a half hour anyways? No. I want to spend it on something that my ass will gain for a month and a half. I'd rather it be in calories, thank you. And
as opposed to in calories and blowing it out your ass, because let's face it, alcohol is a sugar, and we all know where that goes.
I thought I'd be offline having fun with family and friends, but no, everyone did a live stream, right? Only me. I was the only family one last night. And technically my family was the dogs.
Hey, I am now down to only needing 343 hours.
Oh,
so that 12 hours was worth it.
I struggle to have fun without alcohol because I need something to make other people pleasant.
Maybe the problem isn't that you need alcohol. Maybe the problem is just
you need better people.
Oh, I was going the other way on that, but okay.
Maybe they need the alcohol. Yes, maybe the people need the alcohol. Right. As someone who's allergic, Edie is like me, okay? Whenever I tell people I am allergic to marijuana, immediately they're like, "Oh, your life is so tragic." I'm like, does it really matter that much that I can't get high? Like, for me, all right, this is the controversial conversation, okay? If you need to escape from reality that often and that badly so much, you have way worse problems than getting high. That's first of all. Second of all, where's the unsub?
I'm not telling you. You're stuck here.
One of us.
Good night, Azrael. Sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by.
Not to be creepy, but I'll see you in my dreams. But I tell a lot of folks, like, because a lot of them like, oh my God, I smoke every day, I smoke every week. I'm like, but you're not addicted? You sure about that? Because I'm saying, you doing it every day? Let's think about that. Like, controversial take. If you're having edibles, marijuana cookies, marijuana chocolate, marijuana butter, you smoking, you vaping, I think you start seeing somebody. But on top of that, it's like they always act like I have pity. And I'm like, to me, a good time is not sitting back, smoking a psychedelic, and then diluting myself for an hour in a corner and then getting hungry afterwards. If I want to escape for an hour and a half, I can do something very affordable. I can watch a movie. Ooh, no psychedelics needed. And it's a lot cheaper. And it smells better too. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is a lot of people, they like to do it as a group.
Mm-hmm.
But again, what do you remember about the night? What do you remember? Nothing. It doesn't, none of it makes any sense to me. It boggles my mind that they're all like, oh, you don't know how to have fun. I don't require what you do to have fun. I require less. If it's a Hollywood movie, you might need some these days. Like, but that's my thing. It's like, I require less to have a good time. All I need is a couple of hours, enough energy, which usually as long as I have a good night's sleep, and then the right people. Sometimes I don't need even the right people. My boss's husband caught me at work when we were doing the Christmas party. I was back. There was no music playing. I was dancing while cooking. And I didn't realize I was dancing. You know, you start doing something, you're just like, you're in your own little world. And all of a sudden I hear a snicker. I turn on and oh, he goes, you were just having your own groove. I was like, the party was all up here. And so, I don't know. Am I judgmental? Probably. But am I wrong? No.
Maybe. That's the problem with being judgmental. Just because you're right for you doesn't mean you're right for everybody.
How dare you? I do not agree with that. You hear these trad whores over here, these trad con.
Now I'm just insulted. She called me trad and conservative. Jesus Christ.
She's all about them taxes, kids. Saw too much
that government.
Them's fighting words. But your answers didn't need a onesie, right? They usually shit right on the ground. There's a recipe for the future diagnosis of marijuana-induced psychosis. Honestly, there's been ample research about people with ADHD and other neurological disorders, and they actually have said that ample use and copious use of marijuana causes psychosis and other mental disorders to develop, like schizophrenia and is it still called multiple personality? I don't fucking know.
DID now.
Fuck that. Multiple personality. I'm not calling it did. I did something. So did they. Who's they? Right in here.
I think
Anyways.
it's is it divergent identity disorder now? I'm not entirely sure.
Do you stream Star Onesie? What? I mean, do I stream with this on? It's not a onesie. It is a hoodie. There's no feetsy on this one. I have I call them my Cat Noir pants on. They're not Cat Noir. Let me see. Can you see it?
I don't know what a Cat Noir is.
See? They're Halloween pants from Walmart.
Cute. I can't delete it fast.
That judgment face star made me think I was looking into Satan's eyes.
Yeah, dissociated identity disorder. Yeah. But you're right. You're right, Wiz. You're right. But I mean, the fact that you can't kill yourself from an overdose of marijuana has led people to believing you can't use too much. Whereas, like anything in this world, be it water or drugs or sugar, too much of it is bad for you, period. I don't care what you're talking about. You can even have too much oxygen. So
there is such a thing as oxygen poisoning, water poisoning.
Yeah. No, it's the fact of the matter is having too much is something that is across everything. I use marijuana myself because it helps with my pain. I don't use it nearly as often as some people, but it does assist me in some ways. And I don't feel anything about people who choose to use it more or recreationally, as long as they're not stupid. My only problem comes when they're stupid. You can, in fact, have too much money, especially if it falls on you.
What about balls?
Ball. We weren't talking about balls.
On you?
Fall.
Like fall, like ow, I fell?
Yes.
I lost somewhere in that conversation. I dropped my little magnetic beads and now I'm confused. I'm sorry, it was my did.
You're fine, Elderon. We're just sharing the channel, so you're good. Yes, moderation in all things, including moderation. It doesn't hurt to go a little wild sometimes, but at the same time, you gotta keep yourself from being retarded.
Classical hedonist philosophers knew excess was a source of suffering as much as a lack of things.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, Star has balls on her mind.
That is the problem.
Horror. Shut up. You shut your trad whore.
At least she's not calling me a commie. Well, wait, I'm sorry. They're about the same thing.
How dare! I'm a trad whore. Here's the problem. I have an issue. I thought I didn't have that. Well, that's a lie. I had an issue before with Pearl and Tate and that shit. But a lot of these conservatives, in a desperation to have their own cultural movement, have really listened a little too much to these assholes. Like, I'm sorry. If you guys have seen the cake controversy on Twitter,
which is an old fucking controversy. It started in fucking October, and the fact that it's come up again is just neurodivergent is what I'm going to call it. It's actually
cups, nobody would care.
Right.
They're mad. They're saying she's too sexual because she was born with double D's. The shirt is as high as this right now. Like,
she was fully covered. It's not like her tits were popping out of her shirt.
What the controversy? I'm releasing a short video either tonight or tomorrow on it because it's just that retarded. It's so stupid. If you go on my shorts on Instagram, guys, you can see it. I talked about it because the problem is that I don't know if horror sees it, but when I talk on Facebook and I go on YouTube and I look at like the police, like Black Cats watches, I look at a lot of arrest videos. I look at a lot of videos of news reports. I look at a lot of the videos of things going on. Leon talked about it. Yeah. Until that, never mind. You know what? I'm not going to do that. It's a new year, new me. Anyways, so women can't control their boobs. You're right. Here is the problem. We are getting a shift. Okay? There is a lot more cultural shift towards the right wing. There is. Because the pendulum swung too far left. Great.
Now the right's trying to push it too far right.
Exactly. The problem is that instead of us sitting there and doing what we've wanted people to do, which is say, hey, yeah, we're right wing, but we ain't with those assholes. No, they're too far. We're letting people who believe in inequality, who believe in racial inequality. Like, I got in a argument with some guy today that was about this t-shirt thing. He was sitting there because the girl that Pearl was going after and calling a whore, mind you, this is her idea of saying, I'm not insulting anybody. I am just stating it as it is. Stating it as saying, listen, I know that you want to have conservative values. This is stating it as is, but I feel the way you dress is really immoral. It's sending the wrong message to your audience, and we're really trying to send the right message. saying, oh my God, you're all fucking old whores, that your husbands are going to cheat on you because you lost your fertility and you're not as attractive. And
I have a really
Huh?
succinct way to sum this up. It's a good tweet. I'm very proud of it. It is, in short, calling fully dressed women whores or thoughts or whatever is not going to have the effect you think it's going to have. In fact, what you need to think about is how when people called you a racist, a sexist, a whatever, how that changed your behavior. So do you really want to keep going down that path?
When people start calling you a homophobe, there's a reason why now there is 60% of Americans that were polled across the country. This, I think, is like a 20,000 person poll that were polled 10 years ago are less likely to agree with the LGBTQ now. 60% from 70%, we're now down to 40%. Okay? Think about that. So it does create an extremism. You all know I am anything but a feminist. But if you tell me that I'm a slut because number one is claustrophobic. If you notice how often during the night I'm doing this, you guys see this? Do you know why I do this? Because if the shirt is up to here, your girl's gonna have a panic attack. So yeah, when I'm wearing a shirt for hours upon hours upon hours and I'm walking around, it's gonna be low cut. I got double D's. You're gonna have to double deal. And that's just don't like it, don't look. And you've got a lot of them now, women who got married, had happy marriages, had children. Now, if they're over 30, they're sluts if they post anything at all of themselves online. And what's funny is the guy that I was talking to that was promoting Pearl, when I talked to him, he said if a woman is online, okay, if a woman, that's all he said, is online and posting, she is a whore because all she wants is attention. To now, he still has not admitted. I said, well, then by your definition, Pearl's a whore. She posts herself online, posts herself in photos, posts herself in makeup. She promotes herself. So is she a whore too?
Yeah.
He won't answer that, but I do know that he believes Hitler is misunderstood.
Like they poorly translated the German, or?
No, like his message was right. I screenshot a lot of things. And then he tried to come at me and say, oh, I just like to troll. I'm like, you sure about that? Because you're not very good at it. And then me and this Jewish guy happened to tag team him just completely by accident. What, Penny? Do you need more food, you little gremlin? She's going from bowl to bowl. Hold on, guys. Either way, we silenced the asshole. Sinbad, for fuck's sake!
What do you do?
Sinbad is obsessed with Penny. Obsessed. He sees her and he's got to rush at her. Don't know what he's going to do once he gets to her, but he wants her. He just wants to get there and do things. And I don't know what those things are. Let me get them food, though, really quick. I don't think Starman fed them enough. Yeah?
Yeah. Poor kitties. They think they're going to die.
You know?
They're fine.
Oh,
I don't.
Water, though.
I wish I could give Edie my B+ cup. Your 12-year-old self isn't ready. Okay. All right. Yes, get evidence. Evidence is always important. He needs a huggy with a white coat.
Guys, can we not?
Can we not what? We're behaving.
Not you.
Oh. Silver, that's
Fuck's sake.
an interesting idea. Oh, Edie wants to downgrade. I get that. I know people who have downgraded for back reasons mostly. It gets tiring. It's funny because doctors and everybody will accept that you are downgrading your breasts because your back hurts. But now they're not allowed to tell you that your fat is making your back hurt?
That's fat phobic.
That's retarded.
Now. We don't do that logic stuff around here in America.
course, I'm also ableist, but that's a separate issue. Crazy people. Crazy indeed. Yeah. Yep. Too big, it can hurt your posture because you're. Though I will say there is a little bit of evidence. Well, there is some evidence that sitting up straight too much isn't good for you either. But it's all about a narrative to get the money. Yeah. Yeah. It's scary, the narratives they're putting out right now.
Hello.
Hello, kitty. You can see a tail.
You see Penny.
To be socialist is to be anti-Semitic. To be socialist to be anti-human, realistically. Being fat is in fact a health issue. Trust me, it sucks. Oh, crap.
What?
Edie's chest size of 34J.
Oh yeah, she big. I told you she's on Amazon.
Yeah, you need to. I understand wanting to downgrade from that.
Being fat is absolutely a health issue, and I'm tired of fat asses pretending it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a follower ask me today. She said, Starson, if the body positivity movement, I'm getting like short of breath because I'm so hot in this damn thing, but I don't want to take it off because we match. And anyways, Starson, what? I used to be obese, but now I'm just ugly. Stop it!
You can't blame me for being mean when you're mean to yourself.
What are your thoughts on 36 double D?
Nothing wrong with that.
It's only one size above me. I'm 34 double D. But anyways, they asked me if I was in high school with all this body positivity stuff, would I have followed it? And I'm like, I did follow it. It was 6 years after high school.
Hello, Elderon.
But I still followed it. I still was like all in. I was ready. And hi, Desert Jack. Happy New Year. I was all in. I was ready for it. Because I had gotten so tired of everyone treating me like I was very fit. I was healthy. I was active. I worked hard. I wasn't that big, but everyone treated me like I was a piece of shit. So a movement like that really speaks to someone or spoke to someone like me. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to learn to love myself. Because again, I am not like most of the people that are in the BOPO. And Lord of Elderon kind of put it right here. I wasn't raised on ultra processed food. I'm not bullshitting. Like, if you guys have been here when I watched that old video of me, I haven't changed. I'm the same person. I always have been. Hello, Lico. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I didn't eat a lot of that stuff. I was raised on home cooked food, but I still overate. Didn't realize I was doing it, but I still did it because my mom was cooking foods, and even though she thought she was doing the right portions, she really wasn't.
Yeah.
When I calculated out, like when I was young, I was easily doing an extra 100 calories a day. That equals out to 10 pounds of growth in a year. Well, wouldn't you know? Do you know how much weight I gained every year for some reason? 10 pounds. Every year. We couldn't figure out why. And then once I hit 18, 19, it popped up. Because then I was working, I was running around a lot. So I go and I buy food on the side. So I might cook more for myself. I might go to a restaurant. Oh my God, I'm getting really hot. I might have to disrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, children.
She's gotta change.
Yeah. Ho, 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 ho. Spicy content.
You know what, guys? This is the new meta. She's naked under there.
She's not wrong. I can't tell a lie. She's telling the truth.
You've got a naked star stand here on stream with you.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Throw the money now if you wanna Why not? Patreon, kids. Stars on OnlyFans coming soon.
It's all black screens.
I know, right? It's all black screens. Every once in a while, a cat's paw will come up. Imagine. Oh my God.
Oh God, that'd be hilarious.
Well, so I said jokingly, I forgot who it was. I said, you know what, I'll do an OnlyFans, but it'll just be my animal's paws. And somebody was like, that's a kink. And I was like,
only toe beans.
They're right. It is a kink.
It is. Everything is, though.
Yeah. I don't want to turn people on. I was trying to make it a joke. Take it off.
I mean, realistically, you can't avoid that. There's always, doesn't matter what you do, there's going to be some weirdo who's turned on by it.
Axel's over here dining with his gal. So cute.
No, it's funny because what you're talking about, because Mom and I were watching, kind of rewatching one of Michelle's old videos.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how the people on the screen probably have, oh no, sorry, it wasn't Michelle. That's the wrong person. Buttsmarn. Isaac.
Butterfield.
Yes, him. He was talking about how he could tell that fat woman has a high glucose blood level, and that's not necessarily true. I mean, mine and Mom's aren't, and the reason ours aren't is while we do overeat, we don't overeat sugar. We just overeat in calories.
And that's what can trick you, because I'll tell you right now, I'm always healthy. Like my blood sugar, my A13, whatever the fuck it is, my blood oxygen, all of that shit is good. Like my blood tests, I get it from doctors all the time, because the problem is we're again, I think that's why Horror and I just look so much so alike. We eat very similar, we sit very similar, except she's a little taller. And the thing is, because a lot of fat people get fat on Pop-Tarts, chips, soda, A13C. Thank you, Desert Jack. My God, I was having a retarded moment. Anyways, I didn't drink a lot of soda when I was young to begin with. My mom did, but it was really weird how my mom was kind of like, do as I say, not as I do when it came to certain things. My mom lived off of Coke because of her hiatal hernia and because of her stomach issues. So she drank flat Coke all the time because it settled her stomach. So she did that all the time. And my mom loved chocolate. But those are her only vices. My mom hated fast food, despised it, looked down upon it. I didn't even know Kraft was a real food. I thought it was a joke. And with the box mac and cheese, I remember the day I brought it home. I was 19 because my mom she'd borrowed it from the house. I was allowed to have Annie's. She gave me Annie's when I was young. Okay. When it came out when I was 16, but I never had Kraft mac and cheese. And so I brought it home and I was making it. And my mom was sitting at the kitchen. She goes, I cannot believe you brought that shit in the box. So she called it. She said, you brought that shit in the box into my house. She's like, it's disgusting. And she was just revolted by it. Because again, back then especially, it was mostly artificial shit. Whereas my mom, when she made, you guys saw last year on my live stream, that's how my mom made mac and cheese every time. A long, drawn-out process, making the sauce from scratch, making the roux, all of that. And so you guys have to realize something, like Horror and I were raised on real food.
I wouldn't go that far. There was a lot of processed food in my diet, but I was also far more active. So we ate proper proportions. We were broke a lot of the time. So much of our meals for periods of time was potato soup and bread. That was what we ate. It is delicious. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that food. There's a lot of poor food that is turned into fancy food because that's what people were raised on.
Artichokes being one of them. Let me tell you, artichokes. That was the poor Italian food, and then suddenly everyone else found it. No, I will say this. My family was poor. I didn't know food cost what it cost. My mom would sacrifice everything else to have the refrigerator full. But there's a reason for that. It's not just because my mom was obsessed with food. You guys all have to realize that my dad grew up extremely poor. Like, my dad went to bed many nights without food. His idea of a snack was saltine crackers because he couldn't afford anything else. My dad grew up in a single mother home, and his father abandoned the family, all that jazz. And so my mother, who grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth, vowed that my dad would never have an empty refrigerator and he would never have to go hungry. My mom loved my dad more than anyone's ever loved anyone. Same thing. It's just a truth. I know it sounds terrible to say. A lot of people get insulted, but I promise you there's never been two people more in love ever than my mom and dad. As a result, though, my mother would make very poor decisions about money, and she would sacrifice important bills to drop $500 on groceries. And the thing is, today, that sounds like a little high. I need you to imagine 1996 dropping $500 on groceries. My mom would easily, like, I'm used to when you go grocery shopping, you don't just go to one market and that's it. Back when Matt and I made really decent money, grocery shopping was an all-day affair. We would start at one market, get what we needed there, then go to the next market, get what we needed there, then go to the next market, get what we needed there. We would come back with a car bleeding with stuff. And we would easily drop on that day. I would usually calculate Walmart being $230, Aldi's being about $100, Food Lion being $150, and then PetSmart easily. God, look how deflated my fat is looking.
Yeah.
I just noticed it in the fucking camera. And then the last time PetSmart was affordable for me, I only had Zora with Daisy. Yes, a long time ago. It's a long time ago. So easily we're talking $200 to $300 per visit.
Just on the Fed. That would make our lives easier.
Yeah, please. See, and that's why I'm really excited for 2024. If anything else, I'm ready for them to compete with each other to make things lower, to make us want to vote for certain people. I don't care. I'm voting for who I want to vote for, but I will let you pretend to buy my vote. Sure, I will lie straight through to the booth. I'm going to get $100 off groceries. Absolutely, I'll vote for you. Tomato soup with macaroni, sausage, and egg is so amazing.
That sounds like it could work.
I'll take your word for it. Stars looking seriously. You're not wrong. Like, you can literally see now. Before, I'd have to kind of like dent my arm a certain way, but now, look at how. Do I have any muscle? I got a little bit of muscle in there. Gotta play the game. I'll ignore them. Everyone is sick of the main parties. We all vote for them. The problem is that I would vote for someone in the offset parties if they had the gumption. No one's giving me the inspiration. At least say Sugar Glider. They're cuter. Flying squirrels can be cute. What's that really ugly one? It's like the primordial, almost ape-like one. It looks like an alien underneath. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's ugly. I will say this. It's pretty for nature. This is ugly. But any hoodly. So what else is up with you, darling? You've got that look on your face.
Oh, no. I was just taking care of my chat.
Oh, I got you. I see what you're talking about. I'm so proud of this little bitch, though. Not you, little bitch. The other little bitch, the little gray one.
I didn't assume you meant me. I mean, I'm not exactly a little bitch. I'm a big bitch. So,
excuse me, I'm not a bitch. I am the bitch.
I am one of the bitches for sure.
You know, I found out the hard way on why most telescopes don't work for people. I was so excited. After 4 days of rain, it cleared. beautiful, perfect sky, full moon, and I wanted nothing more than to take my brand new telescope out and look at the full moon. Got home from work, and Starman agreed. Didn't even fight me. We got out there, we're in the field, it's fucking freezing, but I'm so excited. I can't see anything. The telescope isn't working. Nothing is coming through. Now, you've got a knowing smile on your face. You tell me why the telescope wasn't working, because I'd never heard of it until now.
I mean, there are a couple of reasons. A lot of times you're not focused, right?
That was not
But
it.
it depends on the telescope. I'm not 100% sure.
It's not it either, so you don't know what happened either.
Not this time.
Cap was not on. If you wish to take a telescope outside, you've got to leave it outside for 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know
I had
that.
one of those telescopes or not.
I didn't know that. Because everything was blurry as fuck. Everything. Like, there was nothing coming in. And every time I did get something on there, it was like refracting weird and it was foggy. Couldn't figure out why. And so now I have to wait for a night when Starman is not working the next day. Then I have to have him leave, so I might have him do it Wednesday night. I might have him take that telescope outside, because once I get home from work, he is not working the next day, as long as it's not raining. We should be able to do it, but I was so sad. Yeah. We were out there. We were doing everything. I even made myself a little cup of coffee. I looked so cute. I was out there in my little outfit. I was very sad.
At least you know to dress warm.
I wasn't warm then. I just wanted to look cute. I had my sweater that looks really nice and is comfortable, warm in the house. And during a delicate fall day, it has holes in it though. So when it's 27 degrees outside, it ain't keeping you roasty toasty.
No.
Do you have a Barlow lens? It is a $50 Polaroid telescope that my husband got. I doubt we do. Let me look, because I have every belief that my husband got this like from Walmart, which is no shade. I've never had a telescope before, so it's better than what I've had, which is nothing. Oh. Let me see. I can type, I swear. All right.
Hello, Diane. Happy New Year.
Yep, this is my telescope. Let me see. Is my address showing up? Good. Let me show you my telescope. I shall share. Hi, Di. This is the telescope that my husband got me. And it's quite nice, especially for the price. He told me that eventually we're going to get like a really nice one, but this is it for now.
Very cute.
It's very cute, and you know what? It does the job. And I told him, I said, Google it. It's got to be something, babe. Something we're doing wrong. He said, I don't know. And I was like, I think we're doing something wrong. And so he looked it up and he goes, like, it took a few minutes. Like we did a couple of little troubleshooting that they asked us to do. Well, they asked us, was what it suggested. I did it, didn't work. I did that, it didn't work. And then he went, we have to go back home.
Oh, no.
Why? And he said, he told me about the temperature thing. And I was like, well, son of a bitch. Oh, and Rico asked if it was a hickey. No. My entire left side of my body, the entire left side, the cuts on my hands are healing now. Okay? I don't know why. The kittens love to damage only the left side of someone's body, because it's the same thing on my husband as well. My entire leg, my belly, and my breast, the whole breast has been covered in cuts. Up the arm, and I got some fresh ones today.
Ooh.
Who's yowling? Axel. Can you see Venus with this? I'm pretty sure. What, Axel? What did you want? But I'm happy with my telescope. I just am sad I haven't been able to use it.
You'll get to. You will figure it out.
Oh, I definitely will. It's just annoying. Just annoying. Are you as tired as I am tonight, my darling? I sense your tiredness.
Yeah, I'm a little drained.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long 2 weeks. I mean, that time between Christmas and New Year's is just so rapid. I mean, then you have Thanksgiving. You get like 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then you get Christmas and New Year's right on top of each other. And so you get a lot of family, you get a lot of, but yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
I will keep that in mind.
I would like a telescope. I should put one of those on my gift list.
Well, that's Starman. How I knew it might be a telescope. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna get this for you, but it's not the one you're gonna get to keep. It's just for now until we can get you a better one." And I was like, and so I have a very analytic mind. I'm thinking to myself, excuse me, thank you. I was like, what could he get me that I would be okay with him replacing later? Because he knows I hate that shit. Like, that's why I haven't gotten a rice cooker yet, because I want to get it right the first time. I don't want to spend $50 now and then spend another 150 and then get it done the first time, call it a day.
Yeah. I will say, God, I'm so glad I got mine on the sale. I got it.
I'm jealous. But I'm happy that thanks to the generosity of my in-laws, thanks to the generosity of my brother and my father and my sister-in-law, I don't have to worry about any of that. I have got all the equipment I need. My other mother-in-law got me this really cute cookbook from Anime. And got me this so I don't like Demon Slayer, but the chopsticks that they had at this anime store for Demon Slayer that she got me were really pretty. Like, they have nothing on it saying it's Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, right?
It's just this ombre of green, blue, purple kind of situation. It's really pretty, and I have it in my little travel cutlery kit.
Cute.
Is the Hubble one on loan? Real cute. Well, here's what I will say. As our first stream of the year, I think this was a really nice one.
Yes, I've enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. And I really like the very unexpected surprise gift I got today. I'm very happy with it. And
yeah, Mom thought you'd like it.
Oh my God, I'm so thrilled. Like, because honestly, I was thinking of getting that one at some point. And so now I have even more incentive to. Like, oh no, honey, I had to get a new one. Why? Business expense.
I can write it off. Totally.
That's the best part. I technically can. So
it's really nice how some of that works.
What I just like is, you got to admit, that thing is really fucking comfy, isn't it? Like, it's just, the problem with them is they are so comfy, they get a little too warm. And also, she's feeling the effect that I sometimes feel. They get you sleepy. Like, I will tell you're all huddled up and cozy. And with Zoro, what I would do is I would lay down on the couch, right? And if you guys noticed, he was in my latest video. That broke my heart a little bit. But, yep, right like that. I would sit back, right? And I would lean against the couch. And I'd pull the hood up till it was right over my eyes. And then he would get right across here. And I'd be like... we would just be gone.
I got up this morning and I had a really bad sinus headache. So I went down. I sat in my chair. I didn't even put the damn thing on. I just put my head on it and pulled it over my face.
And it was so nice. Because it's so soft on the inside, too. I just love those things. Like, I want to get a collection of them.
Oh, this is my second one now, so.
See, I have even more reason now. I gotta keep up. But yeah, so why don't you take us out, lady? Why don't you
I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be on the midweek hump. Oh no, I'm wrong. There is no midweek hump this week. We're taking a break this week, I guess.
You lied.
Rest. I absolutely lied. I will be on Thursday, however, to finish reading the Dunwich Horror, and then we will probably start The Whisperer in the Dark. Dunwich Horror is really a really good story. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's not as scary as you'd think. It's not bad.
I'm just
okay. I'm lying.
No.
Thank you, Edelron.
She has a very nice voice. I'm glad she's finally hearing people say that.
People have said that to me all my life. I still don't believe them. But if they're going to tell me and then show up when I read stories, okay.
I mean,
I will buy into your lies.
At some point, you have to start believing it if everyone else is saying it, but only you're not believing it.
I do, in fact, read. I can read quite well for a woman my age.
I can't even write.
I can't write very well. It's terrible.
I mean, the writing looks terrible, but I can formulate words.
I can, in fact, do that, yes. But no, I've been reading. Hold on, I'll show it off because it's a very pretty book. I technically have 2 copies because she bought me an extra one on accident.
That tap you guys are hearing is Penny scratching herself. That is wicked cool looking.
Yeah, and of course it has
was made for you.
The shiny sides and everything. Thank you, Diane. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I've been reading those, and I've been reading. I've been going back and forth between that and yes, Jack, I do. I don't sound like Grace Randolph. I really appreciate that, Robust. I really do.
Wait, Grace, isn't that girl from the comic book things?
No, that's that movie reviewer.
And yeah, she has comic book reviews too.
Does she? I don't know about the comic book reviews. Anytime I hear her talk, she's talking about movie reviews, and she's doing a terrible job, and she's got that really annoying voice. And
I know who she is. I was watching her way back when I still lived in Rhode Island, and I remember watching her, and she was talking about How to Train Your Dragon. And oh my God, it's good. I can't even imitate her voice anymore. It's been so long. But I remember she got mad about something. Never mind, continue.
Well, Darylyn finds her attractive, and everybody else just dogpiles him for it. It's hilarious. Oh, apparently she wrote a Marvel comic. Thanks, honey.
Yeah, she's like like she's been around a long time. And I used to watch her reviews because I actually liked how she would review things. And right around the time that Hollywood took that massive jump to where they were just full on, for lack of a better term, woke. Guess who dived headfirst into it with her weird slurpy way of turning words? Because I know she's not technically slurping, but it's the way she says them. It like, I don't know how to describe it, but it sounds like a. Don't talk about.
No. But yeah, so I do that Thursday nights. I've been going between Lovecraft and Aesop's Fables, but we're gonna stick with Lovecraft for now, because I'm halfway through a story, and then I might as well just start the next story. It sounds weird. I stand with Jared.
That's what it was. I remember what it was. She had gotten. There was a someone in the news. It was a thing about a Trump supporter that had gotten their hat taken, and they had gotten stomped on.
Mm-hmm.
And she pretty much insinuated they deserved it because they went out wearing that. I said, this just in. Grace Randolph says if you wear a short skirt, you deserve to get graped. She blocked.
Sounds right. I can't imagine why she'd do that. But yeah, so Friday I will be probably playing a video game, maybe that, or just hanging out. I haven't figured that out. Saturday will be Neverwinter Nights with myself, Sheep, Darylyn, and Robust. Sunday. Oh, this Sunday I will be on. I need to look up the channel for it. Friend of mine named Trucker Rob runs a Pathfinder game, and he invited me. Yes, he invited me on to be kind of the antagonist of a session, or the star of a session. Hi, Dominique.
Hi, Dominique.
But to, participate in a session as a guest appearance. So I will be doing excuse me, that from about it's 6:45 Eastern time, 6:45 or 6:15, 6:15 Eastern time, and that'll go for about 3 hours. And then I don't know if I'll stream that night or not. I probably will, since 300 and some odd hours. I'm so close. It's either that or I do another 12-hour stream, and right now I don't know that I have that in me.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Two in social.
Reserve your strength. She's just diving. Like, she said, 2024, I'm going to break myself in the first week. And, like, did you hear that schedule? She never talks that much for a schedule. She knows this bitch is just, like, piling it on herself. Please remember to sleep.
I sleep every night. My watch will tell you that. Now, I only get between 6 and 7 hours of sleep. But that's how long I sleep. I just can't sleep longer. Like, physically, I can't sleep longer. I just can't. I can't.
I don't believe her. I think 6 to 7, that sounds like a little bit of BS, right?
I try to fall asleep. I can't fall asleep until about 3 a.m. And then I can't sleep too much longer than 9, 10. I try.
Anyways, if I am not too busy cleaning tomorrow, because you guys know me, I will get distracted, because ever since this house thing has happened, tomorrow is when technically businesses reopen up, and that is when we're going to hear from the underwriter, and they're going to get the final approval, and then got to get the ball rolling, because your bitch should have had this house bought 2 weeks ago, but that's okay.
You're right, Mad Gent.
So what? Some people can't sleep for normal periods of time. I don't want to hear that. I have helped heal many others. If I was there with her, I could figure it out. Yet, I'm not there, so I cannot. Anyways, don't worry. I'll wear her ass out when we get to New York. She will be so exhausted from my bubbly energy that she'll be like, I'm going to go to sleep. It's only 10 o'clock. Suddenly, I'm magically tired right now.
Well, weird things happen to me when I'm when I travel, so.
I'm the weird thing. It's so
also true.
Wait till you see me get goofy. You haven't seen that yet.
No, I have. Well, no, not really.
Maybe you haven't seen the true terror. You sleep for 26 hours at a time. This is also bad, sir. There's a person on Twitter that did a sleep study with doctors, and he can't sleep more than 5 hours. He gets nightmares. Turns out he only needed 5 hours a night. 5 hours a night. Part of me wants to hibernate until Easter. I don't blame you. Ew, it's so disgustingly cute.
He was mad at me because I...
Doesn't matter. You turned all shades of red when you did it. You were like... I was talking... You know what? This is funny. I was talking to Michelle about that, because before I go, guys. So, if some of you have ever seen the old videos of mine, you'll notice that in the background, I have Monster High dolls on display. Michelle has been collecting them, and my old habit is starting to rekindle. But I can't find my fucking dolls.
No.
Anywhere. I thought they were in that closet. They're not. I thought they were in my closet. They're not. I thought they were in the carport storage unit. They're not. There's only one other place they could be, or else they're just gone. And I don't know where they went to. So I have to go and check. But what's hilarious is, you just reminded me of it. I'm sitting there and I asked Starman to take things apart so I could check the closet for them. And he goes, remind me to tell Michelle, thanks for reigniting your passion for Monster High dolls. And Michelle, I sent her a video of him saying that. She's like, oh, that's just like me with Garrett. Like, honey, go do. And you just did it. And I was like, listen, when we is spoiled, we make up for it.
I love him very much. He does a very, very good job taking care of me.
Exactly. See? I make sure to give him lots of yummy foods. I take care of all the big, scary bill collectors. I make all the big, scary decisions. In exchange, do that. Go there. Pick that up. Refill. And that's not to include things that are not safe for YouTube. So, I can't even make the dirty joke. My mother
He is still on Foam Threat Live. Oh God.
it's my mother-in-law is in the audience. Just anyways.
She doesn't want to hear about that.
Yeah. No.
Say nothing.
Anyways, so as for me, there should be a couple of new videos out this week, guys. You should see me tomorrow. Otherwise, if all else goes correctly, you will see me on Sunday with the Mother to Smother group. And then back here on Monday with my darling matching sweater. Little heart. Thank you, Marata. And thank you, everyone else. I believe that means it's a wrap, my darling.
And it is.
So, guys, remember to get your animals spayed and neutered and vaccinated. Not that one. And remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Be safe.
You too.
Guys, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. Let's fucking take back America. Thank you, guys. Love you. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Bye.